Hello, this is Distracted Lord, and welcome back to BeamNG Drive. And this game has had another update, and well, I'm looking at most of the content here. So I'm in the new map. The new map is Gridmap V2, and I can just fly up into the sky. This is the city area. We also have some sky curves, some off-road bits, and terrain stuff over here with more speed. There's some demolition things. We have some more stuff here, some handling things over here. A whole ton of weird half-pipe stuff over here that's really cool and really difficult. And then there's the high-speed ring that you may remember if you played the game, has now been turned into a high-speed load of banked corners, and it's so cool. There's also these weird pyramid things around the outside that I don't know what they do, but I'm going to start with the city over here, and we're going to work our way around through all this stuff. But also, the other new content is this car. Well, it's not exactly new, it's a pigeon. But it's a four-wheeled pigeon. They've got a four-wheeled pigeon. This feels wrong. It's like heresy. A pigeon with four wheels. Yeah, they remastered the pigeon. It's better now. They also did some stuff with textures. The game now has PBR textures, which is physics-based rendering. That's about as much as I know about it. It just makes things look better. Looking better is good, as long as it doesn't have performance, which is not good. But anyway, this is the race version, and in this game, vehicles have a performance class that's just been there forever, as far as I'm aware. And all versions of the Pigeon have a performance class of 1. Even the race version, it has a total of like 97 horsepower. Which, in a Pigeon, isn't that bad, seeing as it is the lightest thing you've ever seen. For a pigeon, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't fly very well. I have like actually completely broken it. Fine, I'll just magically fix the car. That didn't help. Yeah, no, we're gonna need something a bit more powerful. There isn't anything more powerful in the update, so we might have to get something that's not part of the update. I wonder if this thing will have enough horsepower. I have just your average sunburst. It has a what's it called, CVT, continuously variable transmission. That's a mod, but CVT is cool. You know, I think we might have enough power. We just don't have the control. Landed it. Okay, that was what I intended to do. And that. I intended to fall over. Come on, you can write your... We can't write ourselves. Fine, I'll manually pull the car over. There we go. It's fine. Anyway, so this thing should hopefully have enough power. Oh, there's a wall there. Yeah, there's a bunch of weird random things lying around like this. No idea what this thing does. There's a whole bunch of these sort of weird banked corner things just lying around. Like, why is this here? I guess you can do some cool stunts. Like that. That's a cool stunt, right? We're just increasing the negative the camber on the back wheels is some camber. We have no traction. I'm not steering, it's just naturally doing this. Right, so let's go look at the sky curves. Why is it starved of oil? Oh, here's another thing they added in this update. There's now an oil pan, where your oil is kept. So obviously if you break that, then you can starve your engine of oil without actually having, like, fallen over. Stunts. Right, so let's look at these sky curves. I'm also going to have to go to chase camera mode because, well, it's a sky curves. They involve effectively falling over. This may also not be the best car, being this is a rally car, and we need grip for this. Yeah, no, I think I might need a better car. Hopefully, this is good enough. It's just your average hill climb car. So we just floor it and go round the banked curves. And then we go, this bit here is nasty. And then we go down here, and this is scary and terrifying. those are the same thing. Yeah, so that's probably the hardest one. Perhaps I shouldn't have started with the hardest one. Maybe let's just gently roll over towards the easiest one. This one, just easy either way. This is the easy one. You can go around here. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I think this camera view is better. I can see where I'm going more. That was slightly sketchy. This one is not completely flat out, really. Especially when you start sliding. Yeah, sliding on a sky track is not a great plan. There tends to be sky around it, and you can't like land on sky. Well, let's just floor it and see what happens. That's what happens. We get a nice slide and crash. Am I wedged? I have landed neatly underneath that. Right, let's try out the second one. So up we go onto the ramp. This one has a nice flat section. So we'll start this way. We'll probably go the other way. This is my favourite of the sky tracks. I say that and then nearly fall off. Around the really, really long bank corner we go. And then there's just this bit. It's like, yes, I messed that up. There's a weird double corner. Okay, it appears we have gone to visit the Walls of Death. The Walls of Death, you might say? You might know what Walls of Death are. The Walls of Death are maybe what you think, maybe not. So we can just go up into the arena. And just gotta fix the car again because I broke the front thing. And then we just do this. We can do this camera view, and it looks actually stupid. Then we just drive up the walls. And we can go down the walls. And then we can go up the walls again, and then we can go so high that we fall out. That was intentional, I assure you. We broke the oil radiator. That's new as well, I'm pretty sure. No, let's go over to handling. I assure you, I'm trying to do them in order, definitely. So, the handling has these sorts of things. So, these things are in the automation test track. Landed it, of course. There's these kind of things in the automation test track. But handling tests, that's more of a height test, but like... not quite sure what this is for. I think it's supposed to like try and do some slalom with it, and this thing's powerful. What's this? Oh, this is just a normal slalom. But why are there like these? Are these things even physical? They are physical. I'm impressed. I think what we're supposed to do with this is not spin out. Just slalom. I'm really not using the best car for a slalom, am I? I should get my drift car. Well, one of my many drift cars. Flex's drift cars. There's also the nice donut arena over here. There is literally a place designed for you to do donuts. I cannot do donuts when I want to do donuts. This thing is just too good to follow the lines. There is like an actual handling course thing though, which we could try. Oh, we have bounced off it. Also, apparently I'm burning out the clutch. Don't know what I'm doing wrong. Wow, this handling course is so bumpy. Why is it so bumpy? We'll head to Destruction, which is just over here. Got the map on so you can see. I've stalled again. What is wrong with this car? So as you can see, we have a bunch of jumps and weird ramps. Never done this one before. That didn't work. Ow, we have smashed into bad things. Also, why is there a circle? I haven't spent much time in destruction. I'm not entirely sure what's over here, but I have found a circle. Also, why is this thing red? How does one get to this circle? I must find out. I would like to visit the circle. Do I have to jump into the circle? Quick! Totally didn't reset there. How do you start the circle? There's a hole in the circle. Why is there a... I mean, it is destruction, and it is doing what it's supposed to do then. Oh, bye wheel then. When my wheel just decided to leave. Come back. Come back here. I missed it. I can make you come back. Stop. It came over to me, see? Reattached to my car. Oh, look, it magically reattached to my car. Totally didn't just press the reset button. Anyway, so there are also these things over here, which did sort of exist, but they weren't as good. Now we have these, and you can drive this thing away, and then you go smack. This lane we have landed in actually looks really cool. I'm actually going to use this one. Let's just smash this car into this thing. So what we obviously have to do is slow down time. Just showcase these actually insane bollard things. Dun, dun, dun. Smack. That looks painful for the engine, which is now one with the bollard. The engine is now where the driver should be. We broke the oil pan. What a surprise. The wheels are all fine. Everything else is broken. Let's get a different car and get on with the next stuff. I nearly forgot, how could I, about this atrocious thing. So this is the Ibishu Wigeon. It's sort of like a pigeon. It does have a 3-wheel variant. I just have the pond skipper version. Also, it looks so sad. Don't worry, I can fix this. Ding, happiness. Sad, happy, sad, happy. It looks so sad when you turn the lights off. But this is the Ibishu Wigeon. Weird, like, retro space thing. And I left the handbrake on. That's why it didn't move. So let's go and do some off-road stuff. Yes, great job, Wigeon. Also, it's rear-wheel drive. It only comes in rear-wheel drive. It's basically a pigeon, just shorter, and looks better. Pigeon fans just got roasted right there. So first off, I'm heading over to the terrain types. The terrain types is pretty cool, I'm gonna be honest, because there's basically just blocks of all the terrain types. We have a nice block of whatever this stuff is, like gravel or something. Nice block of ice, of course. Everyone loves a block of ice. Wait, are we like tripoding? This thing is terrible. Some nice bumpy grass. This thing's not too bad off-road. It's just terrible on-road. Then some mud. Some sand, I think. And then we have my favourite of them all. The rocks. This thing's not doing too badly. I expected this thing to just break the differential immediately. We have broken a wheel though. Also, the high definition node thing on the right hand side of my screen, it's just like, yes, I have zoomed in because there are such smallness. I don't think that's the angle the wheel should be at. I fixed it. I turned and it fixed itself. That was not what I was expecting it to do. But I will take it. I will take a self-fixing wheel. What is this one? I haven't played around with this one. Is this one just like kind of snow? I don't know. Oh, we have like cobbles from Italy that they have literally just nicked from Italy. And then we have a big pond. There is a big pond. Let us go to the shallow end and drown the Wigeon, because that is what it deserves. Also, it looks like a boat. Does it look, this thing just looks at home in the water, other than the fact it's flooding. Run away, get out. I flooded the boat. It looks like a boat though. Right, let's just fly over here. There's also the same things, just as ramps and some nice angled things. Right, now let's go to off-road. My guess is it will die very soon. I might have to just do more stuff with the Wigeon because it looks amazing. Terrible vehicle. Like, I cannot stress how bad this thing is. It handles terribly. It's really slow. But it just looks so nice. Oh, these pipes are like nothing for every other vehicle, but for a Wigeon it is massive. Oh, pipes are so big for this thing. Everything is just so big for this thing. We are bouncing around like mad. Oh, wasn't expecting that. I think we've broken the front suspension again. Yeah, no, the wheels are definitely compressed. At least it's difficult to beach this thing on those jump things because it's so short. I'm going to say that and now I'm going to beach it, aren't I? This thing is actually not doing too badly. And now I say that it's going to do badly, but that's how it works. Oh, we've nearly rolled. Nearly rolled. It's fine. We're just slightly struggling to get up slope. There we go. We are actually not doing too badly. But let's just take a look at this other major thing in off-road, other than a bunch of weird off-road stuff. Is this some stairs? I must climb the stairs. Oh, this is so it has no power. It has no power and none of the grip. This thing is so bad. So there is this big tall thing with a bunch of ways you can like climb up or down it. And we actually made it. Oh, there's more. Oh, that's just mean. Poor Wigeon can't make it. But yeah, it's just a thing with a bunch of things you can climb up. Right, now let's teleport over here. Bonk. Ah, we have some nice curbs to test your car's curb ability. Not quite sure what you need those for, but the amount of suspension tests is now like so much more. I can fling this thing so bouncy. Why is it so bouncy? Wow, this thing is... Whoa. And I rolled the Wigeon. This is the four-wheel version of the Wigeon. This is the version that's supposed to not fall over. How is this a suspension test? Oh, it is bumpy. That's kind of interesting. It's also apparently low grip. Did not know that. Okay, we have some nice subtle suspension tests to slowly brake your car. Like, really slowly. Let's just go and find the one that will break everything. Like this. Bumpiness. Great. The interior of this thing's quite nice. Just a shame we're not going anywhere. So bumpy. Ah. Whose idea was it to drive across this? So as you can see, we have a nice retro interior with the fancy dashboard. And this thing is going to be so broken. How has the suspension held up? Okay, at the front it hasn't so much, but what were you expecting? Also not quite sure why this thing is in the suspension area. Not quite sure how this tests your suspension. So much as your skill, of which I don't have any, naturally, of course. Let's just look at the half-pipe stuff. Although I think I need a different version of the widget to do this. Just look at this thing. Like, this is the best car ever to be made, right? Wow, this thing is so much faster. Wow, this thing is uncontrollable. You know, I think we might want a front wing more than we need a back wing. Because, I'm gonna be honest, this thing has more problems with the front grip than the back grip. Oh, that's not how you go. So yes, there is this underground pipe place with some pipes underground. That's, yes. And it goes along and it goes back this way and it's rather long and complicated. And then it comes out there. So there's this whole stuff on top of it, but my preferred area is the area down here. So let's just fix the car. Oh, we are... I think 3 wheels is slightly less than the optimum number for this, I'm gonna be honest. We did not... wow, that did not work. Well, we made it up here, so I'm gonna claim that as a victory. Totally didn't have to reset because I can't work. I made it! I actually, like, did something in the terrible widget. Oh, we're falling off. Oh, we are falling off. This is gonna smack. It's kind of fine with it. Like, the body's the same shape. It's still a triangle that looks stupid. Lights still work. That's good. Doesn't go anywhere. The front wheel's not good. Yeah, Wigeon is also apparently not very strong. So in case you're wondering, Wigeon looks great, fairly bad car. I'm pretty sure that is everything important. There's some weird triangle stuff around the outside I won't look at because it's dull. Oh, other than these, there are some rivers. There is the slow river, the medium river, and the speedy river! Because river physics, we have that as well. That's not that old. Gridmap V2. So much bigger than the old one. So much better. Pigeon Remaster, pretty nice. Wigeon, actually amazing vehicle. Ha ha ha, not. It's actually terrible. But it looks great. It's obviously going to be the thumbnail for this video. The Wigeon, of course. The amazing thing, that is the Wigeon. But thank you for watching. Don't get distracted. Go subscribe now. And until next time, goodbye.